Hey, we're going to take a little walk in a few minutes, run around the lake, see what we can see, and we'll take you along with us for the ride. So stand by. As soon as the bride comes out, we'll take off. In the meantime, we'll put the intro right here, and we'll get back with you on the other side. Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome back to my channel. Well, we've been here at the Oaks for a little more than a week now, and just to give you an idea, so we've been here since Thursday. Well, let's see, it rained on Thursday morning, actually. I guess quit raining about 1 o'clock. And as you can see, the even since that time, we're still flooded here. So fella camper want to be YouTube famous on my video. That's all right. We'll make it happen. Maybe.
Happy morning.
Crazy lady said, "Happy morning, YouTube." So the water is still standing here, even though it's been 3 days since it rained. It takes a long time for the water to go down. And the next, I don't know, babe. The next rain in the forecast is today. so the water hasn't even disappeared from the last time, and already expected to have more. So right now we're just going for a little walk through the campground in search of this so-called lake. I looked at it on the map, and I think it's more of a pond. I think it's over here, baby. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea where the lake, pond, whatever is at. Looks like there is a fire hydrant out in the woods. Okay. Crazy lady decides she want to jog for some reason. I don't know. To the lake. You don't know where it's at?
I know where.
I think it's down. I think it's down that road right there. I don't know. I ain't been here before. There is a fire hydrant in the woods. And just like everything else, a fire truck gonna have a hell of a time trying to get to it. But that's one thing about this particular park. It's called the Oaks for a good reason. There are trees all over this bad boy. And getting in and out is a little bit treacherous. The spot we're on right now, I was evaluating that spot, and we're going to actually have to back out in order to get out. So we'll back out onto one of the roads, and then we should be able to circle around. But if you got a big rig, I mean, you can get in here, but extra caution is going to be advised. I don't know why my wife is in such a hurry to get to the pond where the alligators are at and leave her husband behind. I guess that gives me I got 40 or 50 feet now. If she gets attacked by an alligator, I got plenty of room.
You go first.
There it is.
You go first.
Oh. Well, if there's an alligator out there, he ought to be easy to see if he's moving. You'll be able to see him through all that green stuff growing on the top of the water. And I do know for a fact that there's alligators in there somewhere. And look at these little,
scary.
see these plants over here. They're quite prevalent down here and really pretty. It's lush greenery. I guess the climate is all of a sudden the roles have reversed here. Now she's got 40 foot of running room if I were to be attacked by an alligator.
I don't see any.
Well, baby.
You see it?
I don't know. I don't think that's an alligator. No, I think that's just a piece of wood sticking up out of the water. Well, this opens up pretty good. This looks like it would be a pretty good biking trail, e-biking trail. I see some tires from a golf cart or car or something. This is not one of them bright sunny days where the alligator's going to be up on the bank.
Are they under the water?
Sunning themselves. I don't know, baby. They might be under the water. They might be on top of the water, just sitting there somewhere watching. Funny thing about alligators, they stay under the water, and they'll sit in shallow water, and where they're just their eyes and their nose is up out of the water, and they'll sit there for all day.
I think if we bring the dog can
You gonna use
see
our
them.
You gonna use our dogs for bait?
No, because if they bark, for sure they see them.
Huh. I don't think so. It's their lake, so they pretty much go where they want to go. Okay, see that right there? That's the ones I told you to watch out for.
Oh, the ants.
Fire ants, yep. When you see a hill like that, don't step in it. It's really cool down here. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, I think. I've got friends back home that's gonna see this video and they're gonna be amazed. I see a big old KOA sign over there on the other side of the pond. This particular campground is adjacent actually to a KOA campground as well. So it's a little confusing when you come in, because when I first turned in, I was like, oh crap, I'm going into KOA. And then I seen a sign that said 1,000 Trails and pointed to the left. So when you're coming in, you kind of turn to the right to go to KOA and to the left to go to 1,000 Trails, but they're technically right next door to each other. But those people are going to be amazed to see me out here walking. I have several friends that often tell me I need to get more exercise, so I'm trying to do that. My plan was to do that on the e-bikes, but I need to get my baby another e-bike that's a little lower to the ground. Improve her comfort level. She doesn't feel comfortable riding the ones that I have.
Welcome to our alligator paradise. But we don't find one.
But Al continues to elude. So we took a little journey into Beaufort, South Carolina yesterday, and they're having some kind of festival. I forgot what the fellow at the Tractor Supply told us. They were calling it beer barbecue and something, but they had featured. They have cooking contests, I guess, and yesterday was chicken wings. Today, I think, is barbecue. Now, doggone, I don't know, those of you that like barbecue, if you haven't had barbecue in North Carolina or South Carolina, I know that many people will say, oh, Kansas City has the best barbecue. I don't know. I'll let you know when we get to Kansas City, I guess, but I've had Carolina barbecue many times, and it is the bomb diggity, as they say. Very tasty, juicy, mouth-watering. But tomorrow in Beaufort, they're supposed to be doing ribs, but it's also supposed to be raining all day. So I don't know whether we'll make that journey or not. We have yet to make it to Savannah or Charleston, but it's in the near future. Unfortunately, I had an issue yesterday where I discovered that my Rand McNally GPS, I noticed some time back that the clock wasn't correct. And I know that it's supposed to update automatically whenever the GPS updates. It's supposed to update the clock settings and make sure that they're right. So I tinkered around with a lot of the thing and see if I could find any settings that would allow me to set the clock. And I did not. I did find an update area. So I went there and it told me to go to a website, randmcnally.com/doc or something like that, or support/doc. And I went there. The page is no longer available. So I called the toll-free number, and the lady told me that the GPS I had was no longer supported. They did not have any updates for it. Would be no updates for it. Now, I paid about $400 for that daggone GPS, and I've only had it, well, I guess I've had it about 5 or 6 years. But and I have been very happy with it. It's kept me out of trouble, but now my level of concern has increased somewhat, because knowing that the updates have already are no longer available and no longer on the website, that means that at least 2 years of updates have been absent. So one of the features of the Rand McNally Trucker's GPS is that it's designed to put you on roads that you will fit, that you're not going to exceed weight limits, length limits, and that your height is going to be okay for the clearances on that particular route. So since that thing hasn't updated in over 2 years, I felt compelled to just call that a loss and replace it with the Garmin that I have ordered and will be in today. Garmin Trucker's GPS, because apparently, I mean, there is a company out of China that makes a trucker GPS, but I'm concerned that the sale price is $69, and knowing that you get what you pay for, I don't want to be depending on a $69 GPS to keep my $200,000 RV from tearing the roof off somewhere on a low overpass. So the one that I ordered today, I think, is also very close to $400 by the time everything's figured in. But I'd rather spend $400 in preparation than $40,000 in repairs. This is pretty much a little enjoyable walk. Plenty of wine bottles out there, it looks like, but whether somebody's using those as a buoys or with a catfish line on the bottom of it or something. A couple of matching wine bottles out there floating with the, see 3 from here. There's another one of them wine bottles or beer bottles. Oh, okay. I seen that vine moving, I was like, uh-oh. But it's just a squirrel. Looks like we're gonna be a bust on seeing alligators today. But it's a pretty nice walk around on, I would say on Golden Pond, but that's on Green Pond. That bad boy is completely covered over with algae. I guess that might be the way the gators like it though. Quite sure they don't have a preference to beer bottles floating around in there, but it seems like some people have no respect for nature. They think it's perfectly fine to come down here and sit on the bank and fish and drink your booze and throw the bottles in the water, I guess. Even though it appears we're not going to see gators, I have enjoyed the walk. Did a little exercise this morning. Maybe we'll increase it. I see some of my favorite videos, YouTube content creators. I think I was watching one yesterday from Changing Lanes, and I think he said they walked like 10 miles on a trail. I don't know if that'll ever happen for me, but last time I was on a hike that far, and there goes a golf cart on the other side. Last time I was on a hike that far, I was wearing OD green, carrying an M16 with a big old pack. And I think I was 18 or 19 at the time. So my love for long walks has not increased since then. Hey, look at there. There's some wildlife.
We made it. No alligator.
Well, by golly. No alligators, but
Hey, my baby.
good walk. Still in the process of trying to find and dig out all the stuff that's in the RV and find out what we need and what we don't. Be able to eliminate some of the stuff, create a little more space in there for things. As it turns out, my wife wanted orchids for her Valentine's Day gift yesterday, so we went and bought a couple of new orchids for her. So it rained Thursday morning, and it ain't rained since. I said, but there's still standing water.
Well, wait, here's why. We're on marshmallow.
Okay.
Still on marshmallow. And we just had that snow, and this ground doesn't hold water very well. It's kind of like, it's like a sponge. Once it gets full, it's got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So what happened is that snow was, how much water was in that snow when it melted, and that's what's, the rain, it would have sucked up. But the snow was so much, because it melted so fast, it had nowhere to go. So that's why we're still trying to get past the snow.
Yeah.
We're not used to snow.
I know.
I'm from Jersey. I'm used to snow. They ain't used to snow.
No, we were quite surprised to see that when we left, well, when we got to Fairplay. I told her, I said, hey, we left Virginia to get away from this crap. And she said, you brought it with you.
Yeah, that's what I tell you too. Damn, that just wrote it down.
I said, no, because when I got here, the water pipe was already frozen. I said, so it wasn't me.
All right, I gotta get
All right.
turned off. You have a good day.
You too. So now you know the story, why the water's standing. At least his version of the story. And since he lives here and works here, I think we'll take that as fact at this point. So, by golly, I appreciate you going on my walk with me, and give you a little chance to meet my better half and see her in her natural environment, which is bat crap crazy sometimes, but she is a lot of fun. So appreciate y'all taking the trip with me, and hopefully if you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna try to shorten it some, because I know there ain't a whole lot of people that want to see a old 63-year-old man walking around a lake, and so, especially when there's no daggone alligators involved. But if you enjoyed this video, take your time, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see what we can put out in the future, make it a little more interesting. I know I'm gonna take my camera along when we do finally make it to Savannah and Charleston, in that area. Might even, I don't know if we're gonna go to Tybee Island or not. Everything I see about it, I've had friends tell me that it was really nice over there, but everything I see about it online, it looks kind of boring. It looks like if you want to go watch birds standing in the marsh, that's about what you're gonna see. So I don't know. We might take the journey, I don't know. But at any rate, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and come back for future videos. And unlike the people that have been frequenting around the lake, please remember, when camping, take only photos, leave only footprints. We'll see you next time. Travel safe.